Hi everybody, this is Sue, and I am going to finish up the tutorial on making the bowl cozies. I'm sorry I didn't get back as quick as I thought I was going to. Things came up, and so uh, I'm going to show you. Now, I showed you in the last video how to put it together and cut it out. So I'm not going to do that in this video. This is going to be sewing it together. So the one thing you want to make sure of is that the outside and the wrap and zap are the same size. I had a little bit of a problem a while ago because I had to put them together and trim them down a little bit because the wrap and zap is very bulky, and when you cut it out, it doesn't always fit. So you might have to kind of trim it up a little bit around it and make it fit. So I've already got this side sewn together. So now I'm going to show you how to sew this side together and then how to put them together. And this goes real quick. So we're going to start now because I put my phone over here by the sewing machine because it seems like it always wants to turn over. So I thought, well, I'll see if I can. All right, let's hope that that works. So what you want to do when you start is you want to fold this together like this so that you can sew your darts. And so you will sew along here on all 4 darts. So kind of make sure that everything is lined up just like you would any other dart. And now I've got my machine set on zigzag. It doesn't matter if it's straight stitch or zigzag, that doesn't matter. So if I can get this to go. There we go. And it will start back stitch. Raise that up. Cut that. Move on to the next one, which on this side, make sure the darts line up. Everything's lined up and there's no wrinkles or folds or anything like that. And then you turn over here. So you've got these 2 darts sewn in. And it's kind of hard to do when I've got you on the back side of the sewing machine so you can see what I'm doing. But fold it together. And one last one. Uh, okay, so now we have both sides done, because I did this earlier. I did this side earlier. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the right sides together. You're going to match up the darts and the curves. So darts to darts, curves to curves. And let's see. Oh wait, this is over here. Now, what you want to do, what I do, is I put two clips to mark to me that this is, because you have to have a space for turning. So I always put two clips where this is going to be where I stop, and then where I start, I put a clip right here where I'm going to start. This is where I'm going to start sewing this together all the way around. This is where I'm going to stop, and this is my turning place right here. I don't know if you saw that or not. I put two clips where I'm going to stop, then one clip here where I'm going to start. This is kind of awkward. This is one clip where I'm going to start. Then I'm going to start here, sew all the way around, and stop here where these two clips are. And depending on your preference, whether you want to put clips on there, pins, or just sew it freehand, that's up to you. But I'm going to put the clips on. One on each dart, one on each curve. Kind of keep everything together. And so we're going to start now, and we're just going to sew all the way around and then turn it. Alright. Ready, set, go. Yeah, it's a noisy machine. I'm sorry about that, but it is. Got a big area here that I'm going to have to do some adjusting with. Okay, here we are at the end. So let's double check and make sure everything looks good. Kind of looks like I might have slipped right here. I'd have to take this little bit out right here. And I slipped. Let's turn it and see what it looks like. It's going to have to be clipped for sure. Oh, I apologize. My back is hurting real bad. And it's easier for me to lean back in my chair. And Okay, so it takes a while to get everything all poked out here. And all right, I apologize. So here we've got it. I think now that we're going to have to top stitch it all the way around, and that will close it up and finish it off. And that's all that needs to be done is just the top stitching, and it's done. You just have to turn it and make sure that everything's matching up real good, and then top stitch it all the way around, and that's all that's left of it. So here, so I can, it takes a few minutes to kind of work it all out. Now, if it's easier for you, go take it to the iron and iron this opening down. Um, Otherwise, just okay. Now you can see what it looks like. Let me move this out. I'm not going to top stitch it because I feel like you know how to top stitch. So there it is. And then you put, let's see, I've got a bowl here. Here it is. See, here's the bowl and the bowl cozy that we were working on the other night. And so what you do is you put your whatever you're going to microwave in the bowl cozy first before you put it in the microwave. Then you put it in the microwave, you heat it up, and then you grab it by the bowl cozy so you don't get burned when you take it out of the microwave. So, and one this small is big enough to hold a soup bowl. And then it looks, the same soup bowl looks like this, and this all cozy. So this one can hold a bigger bowl than this one. This is this is a Corral bowl. Uh, Back in the day, I don't know what it is like right now, but everybody had these. My mom collected dishes. My sister and I have got dishes. I think my sister's got more dishes than I do. She's got a bigger house than I do. She's got an old house built back in the 1800s, and she remodeled it over the last couple of years. She's remodeled it all by herself. I couldn't do that for anything, even before I got hurt. Okay, so I'm going to pause this now, and I hope that this has helped. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. So thank you. Bye.